Hello, worldies, and welcome back to my naughty little channel. I have been MIA for some time, but I've been making some big moves IRL. So, thank you for your patience as I live life and be a human. Today, I wanted to talk about being high maintenance because I've noticed this trend where there's the whole it's like this belief that you're going broke because you're high maintenance, blah, blah, blah type of thing. And I think a lot of people who make those videos are like, girl, I'm just trying to help you. Like, save your money, We can all be low maintenance girlies together. But I'm going to tell you why it's so important to your mental health and really just I would say your safety, your peace, your actual physical health and well being as a woman to be high maintenance. So, what is high maintenance really all about? I believe that most of the time when people think of high maintenance, you think of people going and getting $1,000 facials and chemical peels and having expensive Chanel eye creams and things like that. That is not the only thing that makes you high maintenance. I don't have a Chanel eye cream, and I think of myself as being extremely high maintenance. I don't think of high maintenance as just maintaining your outer appearance. A lot of times people just think about, oh, you're going to get, a blowout. Oh, you're going to get your skincare done. Maybe you're a professional makeup artist. No, to me, high maintenance is basically my way of telling the world that I can't be your mule because I have to maintain myself. Maintain myself how? I have to maintain my mental health. First thing in the morning, I can't put a man first. I can't put my job first. I can't put a child first. The first thing in the morning, I need to journal. That is part of my maintenance, no matter what. So I don't care if I were to wake up late to go to a job. That's why I don't take on that's why I don't like to be in a huge position of authority at some other job at somebody else's corporation. I'm signing up to be a manager. So whenever somebody else calls out sick, then I have to drop everything and come in. No, 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 no. To maintain my mental health every morning, I journal. I talk about my gratitude. I don't care how long it takes. I need to start my day on a certain frequency. There are other things as far as my maintenance. Every day I need to start off. I like to weigh myself. I like to write that down. I like to look into my planner and figure out what I'm doing today. I like to keep track of my long term and short term goals. And if I have free time at my job, if I have a day off or something, if I'm on vacation, I like to try and figure out, okay, how can I get myself closer to those goals? Yes, also physically. First thing, one of my favorite things I like to do in the morning, I have a stepper machine. I like to do fasted cardio every morning. That is part of my physical maintenance. What else? There are times where I say, okay, I can't come to this event or something. I can't come to this hangout because today maybe I'm doing DIY. Maybe I'm staying home and doing something, or maybe I'm going to a place and getting service. I actually just got into doing poly gel on my nails the other day, so that is going into my maintenance routine now. But I think in general, a lot of people, when they think of high maintenance, they only think of somebody who's spending a lot of money on their outer appearance. And I think that high maintenance is so much deeper than that. I think that even if you're not the type of girl to go spend a bunch of money on your outer appearance, you can still be high maintenance. And I think the important thing about being high maintenance is that it teaches you how to embrace your needs. I think so many people are in this world looking to exploit women, and this video is going to be directed towards women, because I think being high maintenance is so much more important for a woman. I think that back in the day, before women had certain freedoms, we were not allowed to embrace our needs. Literally, if I think, you know, back to these good old days that sometimes people, maybe in the red pill space, will idolize. They're idolizing these times back in the day. And I'm like, back in the day, as a woman, I wouldn't even be allowed to wake up and journal about my gratitude. Even a basic need like that would be looked at as trivial. Okay, like why I just say okay, can't you just say thank you God and keep it moving? Your man telling you that's what I do. I just say thank you God and keep it moving. Okay, God knows that I'm grateful. Not even saying that I'm religious, but I can just see having, in the past, for a lot of these women, our grandmothers and whatnot, they didn't have the freedom and the courage sometimes, but I would say a lot of times just the freedom to embrace, this is important to me. Doing my workout is important. Doing my polygel on my nails, that is important. Going to maybe get a massage, that's important. Doing my face mask, going to get my facial, maybe just meditating, maybe just doing some yoga. Those things that you have that you are prioritizing, that's important. That is so important, I think, to your self-preservation and everything. Why do I think it's so important? Because unfortunately, like I've already alluded to, people are looking to exploit women. That's why we're taught from such a young age and rewarded for being kind, for sharing, for being sweet, being helpful, being nurturing. Why do we get so rewarded for those things? Because it's just natural? No, not just because it's natural to some of us. The reason we get so rewarded is because people would like to keep us in that position as we get older. There are men who are like, I need to have society continue rewarding women for being low maintenance and putting everybody else first, because eventually I'm going to want a wife slave. And if all of the women are high maintenance women, I think, make terrible wives. I think high maintenance women make terrible, like, victims of DV and things like that. I think sometimes narcissistic men will go after these high maintenance women, and then they want the accolades from their men of seeing how they got you out of, they snapped you out of it. They'll take the confident, um high maintenance woman and get her to give up everything and give up her vanity, give up all of her selfish ways, give up all of her trivial, stupid, womanly things, and help her find the light, that the only important thing to her in life is being barefoot and pregnant and taking care of him. No longer is she a selfish, modern, high maintenance woman who wakes up and makes herself a hot tea and journals her gratitude in the morning. Now, the first thing in the morning is she helps me with my morning wood. Now, first thing in the morning, she helps me with my bald-headed children. My children were bald and torturing people who have hair, but now I, as the man, as the masculine man, I took this modern high maintenance woman and I whipped her into shape. Now she believes in submitting. Now she believes that makeup means that she is deceptive. It means that she is a Jezebel spirit. She no longer goes to get, her nice facials. She no longer goes to the gym. She quit her running club. She quit doing her workouts on her stepper. She quit doing all the things that made her joyful, because I don't need my woman to be joyful. I need my woman to be effective. I need my woman to be efficient. I need her getting stuff done. I need the skid marks removed from my drawers. How can I do that? How can I have the skid marks removed from my drawers if my wife is over there putting herself first, being high maintenance. How will I have my morning wood taken care of if she is busy on the stepper doing a fasted cardio right now? How is she going to prioritize me? How is she going to put me first? That's how it is. I definitely do believe that you can be in a relationship, in a marriage, and be high maintenance. As a matter of fact, as a woman, I think that your best move, if you plan to partner, is to go into it being high maintenance. Because men who are abusive, men who are predators, men who are looking to exploit your labor and your time and drain you of all of your youth and use you as their personal wife, slave, sex robot, assistant for no pay type of thing, they are looking for low maintenance women. I hate to say it, but every single time, like, let me tell you, I totally understand. And, I have different makeup looks. I talk about makeup so much because I'm actually in love with makeup. Literally, when I was a little girl, I'm surprised I'm not an influencer right now because I would literally be putting on my lip smacker in the mirror, acting like before Get Ready With Me, Y World is in her room getting ready with her mirror talking about, so the first step is I put on my vanilla lip smacker on my lips and I just let it marinate and then I pull out my red cherry lip smack. Like, I was getting into it back in the day. And so I guess I was always really destined to be a high maintenance girly, but I totally understand as a woman, since men, it is important your genetics, your health, the shine of your hair, the whites of your eyes, the youthfulness to your skin, your collagen, all that stuff. Those types of things are important to men. They do want to know, if I have a baby with you, is my baby going to come out with that middle part bust down and that beat face, or is my baby going to come out looking like it's missing a chromosome? I totally understand. Men want to know, what is my child going to look like if I have a child with you? Totally get that, which is why I love the effortless beauty look as well. I really like that type of look, that type of no makeup look, no extensions look type of thing like that. I love that, right? But the thing is, when the women are sitting there, like, to be honest, if you're the type of girl who doesn't want to wear makeup, that is fine, right? That's totally fine. But keep it to yourself. And why am I saying keep it to yourself? Girl, I swear, I'm not like, okay, this is not a male centered, oh my God, you're making us look bad. You're being a pick me, blah, blah, blah. Please don't tell the men that there are women who can be without makeup, that there are women who don't need maintenance. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. No, it's literally not that at all. On this channel, I'm decentered from men, but you can center them as much as you want to, as much as you don't want to. You can decenter them and date them, marry them, sleep with them. You can do whatever. I do not judge. But I'm going to tell you something that I know is a fact. Predators, while they do sometimes get a kick out of taking a strong, powerful woman and weakening her and changing her, sometimes they don't want to do all that work. Sometimes they're just looking for the easy pickings. Sometimes they're like, hey, I am not trying to do Project Runway, makeover, take a bad bee, turn her into a wife slave. I'm not trying to do all that. Who is the girl who's already cut from that cloth? Who's already ready to be my wife slave? It's the girl who's low maintenance. It's the girl who doesn't embrace her needs. It's the one who sets expectations with everyone that I am always available to you. I'm never meditating. I'm never working out. I'm never doing makeup. I'm never journaling. I'm never doing skincare. I'm never off with my girls. I'm never out at brunch. I'm never off shopping. I'm never off getting a massage or a chemical peel or getting some Botox or getting, the cool sculpt, whatever. I'm never doing any of that. I am always available. You need to dump all of your problems and trauma dump on me. I'm your girl. You need to talk bad about your baby mama. You need me to take care of your bald-headed children. I am right here. Like, it's a way that you're basically highlighting to all of the abusive men, all of the predatory men everywhere. Hey, I will take your abuse and I will put you first. Because I don't even have needs. I don't even say no. I don't even set boundaries. I don't even have needs. I don't have self-care. I care about you. You are priority. I will submit to you immediately. I don't even have to know you. I will submit to a man who works at McDonald's, who has no money, who has no plans. I will submit to you because I know that as a woman, I know that I don't have the Jezebel spirit. And it's not my job to be doing little demonic things like my blush. I know that my role is to take care of your morning wood, be your wife's slave, and be barefoot and pregnant. Just take care of you. That's my job. Those are the types of women that sometimes those predators are looking for, because it's like, well, I don't even have to renovate her out of high maintenance. She's just already, it's just like it. And I don't want to sound victim blaming. I am telling you this because I know this. I am telling you this because I genuinely have a passion for ensuring that. I don't know. I think the youngest demographic that my channel hits down to is around like 18. If you're a young girl and you're trying to navigate this world, dating, all of this, I'm going to tell you, people are going to tell you it's not that deep. It is that deep. And I know because I'm a grown woman. It's that deep. Doing your hair is that deep. Whatever it is, you don't even have to be high maintenance by going to get, what do they call it? What is it they do? Like the wefts and the K-tips and all that. You don't have to do that to be high maintenance. If you are living with your parents right now, if you are a young teenager or whatever, and you're trying to figure out how can I start becoming high maintenance. Some of us have the trauma. If you've grown up in poverty, sometimes you may have even been too high maintenance for your parents. A lot of people, that is a trauma that they may bring out of their childhood, that my parents always had me wearing hand-me-downs. My parents always had me, thrift shopping. It was always secondhand, faded clothes, stained clothes. I was too expensive to eat off of this menu. Or my parents were too broke to feed me off of this menu, to bring me vacationing here, to give me this experience. Okay, as you're coming into adulthood, if you're already a grown woman watching me, your lip gloss is that deep. Your 3-step skincare is that deep. The more, man, my skincare right now, I want to say my morning skincare is like, if I want to be very extensive, can get up to about maybe 8 to 10 steps. And every time I do that, that is for my mental health. It's not because I think I'd look like a gremlin without it. It actually has nothing to do with my fit. Like, I would say, okay, yes, it is great that I'm going to be aging amazingly because I put in this work on my skincare. Yeah, that's great. But the core reason that I do it is not that. The core reason that I do it is because when it comes to friendships, when it comes to family, and when it comes to dating, when it comes to work, people, since I've made certain changes in my life over the last couple years, I noticed there's a big change in your life. If you're the girl who wakes up, rinses her face, and throws some Vaseline on, people know that about you. People like, dang, I can give her no notice. I can pop up at her house. When you're the high maintenance girl, people are like, that girl, okay, at first, you might start thinking people are trying to sneak this. There are positive and negative stereotypes, like, oh, that girl, she's going to be too busy fixing her makeup. She's going to be too, yes, that becomes a good thing. Don't ask me to help. I'm too busy fixing my makeup. I'm too busy. It's helped me increase my income, becoming high maintenance. It's helped my mental health. It has helped me look younger, feel younger. It's helped me lose weight. It has helped me in honestly every aspect of my life. So if you guys would like to hear me talk more about this topic of being high maintenance and why I think it's so important as a woman, I think it gives you amazing advantages. I think that when it comes to privilege stacking, there are certain privileges that you're just born with. Maybe you're just born pretty. Maybe you're just born with a nice body. Maybe you're just born into wealth or a nice family that has status. You can really undo all of that by being low maintenance. It's like, well, I thought she was like supposed to be like the daughter of a duchess or something like that. I'm watching Gossip Girl right now. Don't come for me. But I thought she was supposed to be the daughter of a duchess, but she's just so low maintenance. Maybe she is a peasant. Maybe she is a commoner. But what do you think, ladies? Have you ever noticed how sometimes predatory men are looking for low maintenance women? Have you ever tried to beat your chest and adorn yourself with the badge of low maintenance, pick me-shaness, only to be met with poor treatment or exploitation? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, worldies, eyes on the prize.